this to spray. I needed 10 ounces of olive oil, and I've got oh, 10:02 the drop left. That's nice. Okay, just melting my coconut oil.
But whatever it is, I really feel like you're connecting to, the vibrations of the earth during this month.
This batch is a batch of using up all my oil now. I'm gonna have to restock.
Okay, it's like.
And I usually put my coconut oil. It usually takes about a minute. Might have to hit it again, but this looks good. Even if there's a little bit of white chunks in there, it's okay, because once the lye hits it, it'll be good. Just listening to my tarot reader, Baba Jolie. Just love her readings. Okay. I know a lot of people can do it all in one bowl to mix their oils, but I'm just not that good. Just to be sure, I use a separate one. Okay. Now I need 20 ounces of coconut oil. Here's to praying I've got enough. Okay, let's do this one first. Use it all up. That stuff is expensive. Get it all out. It's very expensive once you start looking at it and you get right into it, making your soap. It's expensive. Another reason why you want to follow that recipe very closely, because if you ruin a batch, you can reuse it on different things, but it's just the worst thing. Sometimes you just can't save a batch, and it's got to be tossed. Ooh, I've got enough. I'm so happy. Restock at Costco this week. It's just so cheap at Costco for the size. Wait, I'll show you. Right on the nose, baby. Okay. A little bit left for next time. Let me get this out of here. And make sure if you're just starting out to weigh your oils on a weigh scale. You can't use cup. It's volume and weight are different, eh? So this is the one I get from Costco, and it's like $21.99 or $22.99, and it's 2.3 kilograms or 2.48 liters, and that's a really good deal. For me, anyway. If I was buying in bulk, it'd be different, but I don't do that, so. Okay, and the only thing I got left now is 2 ounces of grapeseed oil. One sec. Perfect. It's nice when it goes down to 0. That means you got out all that oil. Spoke too soon. Okay, 2 ounces. I went like way over there, so I'm going to take some out. Just zoning out. I might as well just use this. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And that's it for the oil. My lye water is cooling off in the shop. And I'm going to head out there with my oil now. It should be good. It's been sitting for about an hour probably. You want to make sure that your oils and your lye mixture are within about 10 degrees of each other. That's been my success rate anyway. I know before when I didn't really understand it, I wasn't mixing it right, and my soap would like go to applesauce, and it's really hard to work with when it gets like that. But okay, I'll see you out there. So we are now in my garage, and I've got my thermometer here to check the temperature. 74 for the live water. And let's see for this. Should be pretty close. 74, look at that, perfect. Okay, so before I get started, I make sure I've got my bowls out that I'm using for mixing, my blender, my stick blender. Got some spatulas ready. I've got my scent. I'm gonna use Palo Santo today. And it really smells like a very masculine scent, so I'm gonna give it a name. I don't know, I've been thinking, my daughter like Cowboy Take Me Away, so I'll probably do that. Got all my mixing tools, got my mica. I actually received this in the mail just a couple days ago. I ordered it on Amazon, and it was quite cheap, and there's 30 of them, and they all come in these little containers like this. I love this. I'm so excited. But yeah, there's my tools. I got everything ready for mixing the mica. Little tip, when you're mixing the mica, do it in a little container first. Don't put it directly into your batch because you'll end up with little powder pockets, and it actually does like turn your fingers when you're washing with it. But anyway, yeah, okay. Okay, so actually, you know what? One thing I'm going to do is add my fragrance right now. That's one thing I noticed in my little bit of time I've had making soap, is that when I add my fragrance, after I've hit it with the blender a few times, it always seemed to thicken up on me too much, where I couldn't really do much of like a pour, any kind of pour because of it. So that's why I kind of like started just adding it to my oils before. I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, but I think it's because it's doing its thing at the same time, obviously, right? I guess. But yeah, I'm going to add this all right now, and I cannot believe how much this oil is leaking. That's crazy. Look at that. I'm actually going to change my glove real quick. I'm going to have a hard time handling anything. Okay. And I've got a mask around my chin, but I'm just not using it at this moment. You don't really need it, but you really do need it when it comes to when you're dealing with the mica, because that mica powder is so fine, and it's so like, I actually wasn't really doing it when I first started. My daughter is a painter and artist, and she used to work at a big crafting store, and she said, you know what, Mom, you really should be wearing a mask for that. So ever since then, I heeded her advice, and I wear my mask when I'm doing that and when I'm mixing my lye water. I always wear gloves too, just to protect my skin, because I did find whenever I would make soap, my skin would be itchy for a few days after. So I knew that was because of the soap, the lye, and all that stuff. So, and if you don't have glasses, wear some goggles, protect your eyes. Yeah, okay, that's a nice mix. Mix it for about a minute. And I'm a firm believer in the energy that you put into the stuff you're making. So, like, I refuse to make anything if I'm not feeling positive and well. But when I'm feeling good, and that's when I make my stuff, and I put all my energy into those bars of soap and into anything I make. So I'm always thinking positive thoughts. I'm thinking about peace, and I'm thinking about love when I make my products, and I really think it comes out in the end. I'm a firm believer in that. Okay, that should be good. Okay, gonna add the lye water into the oil, and you want to pour it down your stick blender. It's supposedly to keep the bubbles out of your oil. And every video I ever watched did that, so that's why. So just give it a mix first. And as you can see, it's already starting to turn a little bit. You should see it from there anyway. It gets like a little milky in there. Here, I'll pick that up and just show you. Ooh, I'm adjusting it a little bit. So just like that. And I'm just gonna stir it around. And if I'm making mica, like a different colored soap, then I always try to not overdo the stick blending, because I have to hit it again when I mix that mica powder in there. So that's why. But okay, I gotta put this down. Can you still see? Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a one hit. See, look at that. One little hit and you just get that nice white creaminess in there. But like I said, I'm not gonna do that too much because I can finish it off after I add my mica and get it all nice, because you're hitting it after anyway, so don't worry too much about that. And I learned that from somebody on YouTube, and I could not tell you who, but it was the best thing I ever did, was quit hitting it so much before. And if it's taking you a while with different colors too, make sure you come back to the original batch if you haven't even if you have separated it already into different containers, come back every once in a while and give it a little stir, because it tends to want to start glopping up and getting, you know, almost like a jelly type mix, you know, so just give it a hit just to keep it nice and smooth. Okay, I'm gonna hit it like once more. Just kind of give it a good mix, as good as I can for now. Just a little bit. Don't worry about that too much. It'll be there. Okay. Now I'm only going to do 2 colors. I was going to do a couple more, but I got that new mica powder, and I've been working generally with just blue, yellow, and red. And so I've really been wanting to do something different that I haven't made yet. So, because this is what is it called? Santo Palo or something? What is this again? Let me see. Palo Santo. Because this is a Palo Santo and it's more of a masculine scent, I want it to be kind of a bolder color, but not so feminine. Most of my soaps so far have been very feminine, and I want to make some batches that are for men, so... And there we go. Okay, and this is why you have your tweezers nearby, because we are human and we get things in our batches. When you see them, just pull them on out. Good to go. Okay, I'm gonna do about 3/4 of a blue and 1/4 of a red. But okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna come over here and grab my little containers and fill them up a little bit. I need 2 colors, so I'm only doing 2. And see, that's already thickening up already. Okay, I'm gonna put in my mica and lift up my mask. Ooh, that's such a pretty color. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. Okay. I'm going to hit it with my wooden stick first just to get it all in there. So it doesn't have powder flying up in my face. Okay, I'm going to spin this around. Sorry guys. Kind of feel like I'm in a rush here because where can you see? Can you see that? No, you cannot. Okay, let's move this. I'm going to turn the light over this way. Okay, so I'm just using my wooden stick. Get that in there like that first. Okay, and I'm going to take this. I'm going to do my orange first. Get that color all mixed up. Now I'm going to hit the blue. Okay. And bring this back over here. Sorry guys, I'm bouncing around. Oh yeah. And don't worry so much about this applesaucing thing. Like it will go smooth when we hit it with that blender. I used to panic so bad when that would happen. I would think that it was completely destroyed and I was overreacting because it is fixable. I think it has a lot to do with the climate that I'm in. It's cold here. Yeah. Okay. Well, that isn't turning color at all. What the heck? Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is grab my titanium dioxide. And I'm gonna steal a little bit of this, fill up another container. Okay, now put some titanium dioxide in there for some bold, some nice white. I love my soap being white. Okay, give this a good mix. Okay. So hard to tell if this little thing is working. I need to get a better mixer. Okay. There's some nice white in there. Look at that. Beautiful. I wonder what happened to that blue color I used in there. It like just evaporated. That is so weird. But I really did want a blue, so I'm gonna do that again. See what's going on here. Okay. Last time. Okay, see if this works. Okay, where's my paddle? There. Well, I guess you gotta use like an awful lot of that blue mica to get it to do anything. I'm not a gigantic fan of this color here right now. I don't know. Maybe it'll go with the orange for all I know. Okay, I gotta hit this. No, the orange is really nice. Well, I guess we're gonna do this. Let's do this. Back over here. Go down. Okay. Now I want to do, actually, you know what, I'm lying. I need to hit this again. You guys are making me nervous. Can't forget what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. That's a nice orange. Okay, sorry. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna do some of this first. Straighten out that camera. Okay. It. And I don't know why exactly I'm doing it at an angle, I just am. Okay, that's enough for now. Okay. It is kind of thick, but that's okay. Let's give it a tap. Put some more orange on there. I'm actually going to finish it off with orange, so let's do this. Okay. Am I? Yeah, it's pretty well gone anyway. But it's not quite enough to fill it up, and I really want some orange on the bottom, so I'm actually going to put the rest, some green in. Or whatever color this is. Okay. Just to kind of fill in those gaps. Give it a tap. Oh no, I spilled the mica. Not smart. And you might as well give it a good cleaning now so that your job isn't so hard after. Best you can anyway. Sure. Okay. Okay, I don't really want to touch it too much. I do gotta even it out. Okay, I'm gonna take some over there. Okay, and I've got to tap this, so I'm going to give it a wipe. Otherwise I have soap flying all over the place. one sec. Go over to my rug. Give it a really good bang. Get those air pockets out of there. Oh, one sec. Okay. Really good tap. Okay, let's get this off here. Okay, now I'm gonna run the stick through it just for some, hopefully some kind of design. We'll see how thick this is, if it'll even work. Oh, it's pretty thick. I'm gonna do it once anyway, because I like designing my soap. And I'll just bang it down again after. Let's go round, round. And one more time. Back and forth. Okay. I always save, like when you get broken bags and stuff like that, I like to save them and use them here so I don't wreck my cupboard. I'm gonna scoop this all back in there. Try to anyway. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the soap now. It's been sitting for about 24 hours. Color didn't turn out too bad. One second. Gloves. Okay. I've learned my lesson. Put on your gloves. Makes it so much easier to handle the soap and to work with anything, so I found you're better off just doing it. Okay, I'll get that out. Ooh. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. That's cute, eh? I really like the way that turned out. Okay, one second. I'll flip this back. Okay. Just gonna cut this end off. Look at that. Very nice. Like this. Okay. Oh yeah, that's set nice. Look at those. It reminds me of a sorbet. if I knew the colors were going to come out like that, I might have made some kind of sorbet scent. But this one's really good. This Palo Santo smell. And I had said in the last video that it's a masculine smell, but it really isn't a masculine smell. And what the hell is a masculine smell anyway? You get so used to saying things that you don't really think about it, but I know we're all trying to get away from labels and stuff like that. At least I know I am. Oh, my hair fell in there. Nice. Okay, maybe I should start wearing a hairnet too. Oh, this is such pretty soap. Love it. I'll get my usual 8 bars out of here. And then I made some molds too. I made with the leftover, because I made a little bit extra last time for this batch. So I made some molds, some seashells and stuff like that. Yeah, see what I was saying in that last video about those pockets? You get those little powder pockets. And I can get in there and dig that out with my peeler or my little blade. I'll get there and dig it out, but it happens. Doesn't need to happen though, which is why I need to get a better mixer. But whatever. Is what it is. Okay. Oh yeah. Very, very nice. This is a lovely batch. Gorgeous. Yeah, 8 bars. Actually probably can get squeezed 9 in there. This is kind of an end piece, but that's okay. But yeah, that's it, start to finish, my soap. Okay, 9 bars of soap. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.